Have you been getting terrible sleep lately? Now before we start, go watch my previous video on sleep because it's going to pretty much build the foundation for what we're going to learn about in this video. Learn about the morning early risers and night owls. Very important that you go watch that first. Now, many things can be done to optimize sleep. If you're starting out, just do like 1, 2, maybe 3 of these things. But if you're slowly advancing, just start adding more and more and more and more so that you can fully optimize your sleep and just get so many benefits from that. Now, first off, temperature. So, crazy fact, your body temperature has to fall 1 to 2 degrees for you to actually fall asleep. And your body temperature has to rise 1 to 2 degrees in order for you to wake back up. So, a few different ways to change the temperature of your room. I know most parents don't want to change the AC every night because that's expensive. So, what I do is I have my fan up here running all the time, and then I have this cheap Chinese something Vornado tower fan that I just click to turn on, and it goes for 8 hours, so while I'm sleeping, and it just kind of cools my room down. And the fan also acts as a white noise. And I haven't done much research, but there's air filters, which also can be a white noise, but I haven't purchased one yet, so I haven't been able to test if there's a difference. And then the expensive option is the 8 sleep pod cover. So maybe you've heard about this, maybe you haven't. This thing it's like those old style heating mattresses, but not gonna kill you. So it goes over your mattress, and then it has these tubes that run through water through it. And you can make that water cold to cool you down, or you can make it warm to heat you up. And you can set a timer, so it'll wake you up, and it'll also put you to sleep. And apparently it can track your sleep too. Alright, next, you want to eliminate all light in your room. I found that whenever I was sleeping with my door open, even just that, I wasn't getting very good sleep because there was a big light coming in, and I wasn't even getting good sleep. Even when I cracked the door, I wasn't getting as good of sleep. So what you need to do is close the door, close your curtains. If you can get blackout curtains, it's great because you might be falling asleep when the sun's still up. And then you just want to eliminate all light. You don't need that night light. You really don't. When is your family dinner? Are you even eating with your family? If you eat 2-3 hours, or 2 hours before bed, that's going to disrupt your sleep quality. Excuse me. So, if you 2 hours before bed, it's going to disrupt your sleep quality because your body's trying to digest things while you're asleep. And that's also why you shouldn't drink 2 to 3 hours, even 3 hours before bed. That's going to mess with your sleep quality, obviously, because your bladder's going to be full, and then you might have to wake up in the middle of the night and you're going to interrupt your sleep to go take a piss. So, we don't want to do that. I bet a lot of you who watch my videos doom scroll in bed, just getting there all comfy while you doom scroll, and then that's so much damn stimulation on your brain. That's just your brain's trying to relax. It's time for you to fall asleep and go to bed, and you're just slapping it in the face with stimulation every time you scroll that finger. And it just keeps sending those signals from your reels, your shorts, I don't know, whatever y'all are watching. And not only that, your phone is throwing all this blue light in your face, which is also disrupting the signal telling you to fall asleep, as I talked about earlier. So it's just like a recipe for disaster. Every time you're doom scrolling, it's just gonna wake you up. And yes, you do. I mean, I'm sure I used to doom scroll in bed, and then you do eventually fall asleep. But it's not gonna be good quality sleep because your brain is still being hit with so much stimulation and never got to calm down. But then your body just fell asleep. So you just get bad quality sleep. And then on that note, red light. So there was a study done on 20 female athletes We're split into two groups. Every night before bed, the first group was told to lay in whole body red light for 30 minutes. And then the other group didn't, obviously. Who do you think got better sleep? The first group, people who got red light. The entire group had an increase in sleep amount and sleep quality. But there's a few things to be aware of. So blue light messes with sleep, but red light doesn't have that problem unless it's really bright. So that's why it's important, if you turn on red light, that you lower your brightness. And I will put a video in at the very end of this video. I will put a screen recording guide of how to set up a red light filter on your phone. And then obviously I have my LEDs here, but if I use this app, I can lower the brightness of them so the red light isn't so bright in my face. So blue, whoops. Yeah, that's red light. So, little side note, journaling before bed. No, I've talked about this in an earlier video towards the start of my channel. It helps clear your mind. That's kind of why I do it before bed, because journaling can clear my mind, and then I feel like I sleep better because I'm not constantly thinking and thinking and thinking. It's a personal preference. So, theta waves. So this is a new discovery to me. So theta waves is a type of electrical pulse produced by your brain. So when you listen to theta waves, it calms you down a little bit. So what I do is I pop in some theta waves with my headphones, and then I lie against that wall. I don't know, I got this from Paul Saladino, and when he was doing it, he had his feet up on the wall. Maybe that's some digestion thing, I don't know. But I pop my feet up on the wall, I lie down, and I just kind of fully stretch out and relax as much as I can. And then you listen to the theta waves for 5-10 minutes, and then you pop out, go to sleep. So that's what I prefer to do. It's just oddly calming. You'll understand once you listen to them. You'll understand it. It just feels like it calms my brain a lot. All right, final thing, sunset. So back to the caveman analogy. Cavemen used to wake up at the sun, and then that kind of kick-started their circadian rhythm, and it woke them up. And then, at the end of their day, after they were done hunting and killing animals and partying, they would head to bed because the sun was going down, and that would tell them, go to sleep. So that red-orange color you see when the sun's setting, that calms your brain down, and it tells you, time to go to bed. And that's why your body starts getting tired after the sunset. But then again, if you have external stimulus, like scrolling, caffeine, that's gonna keep you up past the sunset. And be sure, after you watch the sunset, make sure you have that red light filter on, which I will teach you in a moment. Make sure you have that on, because then you're just gonna go right back to square one once you see that blue light. Okay? One final side note, if you're having trouble falling asleep fast, exercise yourself during the day, because that's going to tire your body out, and then your body literally wants to fall asleep. All right, have a good day, some good night's rest. I will put the red light video in now.